obstacle is the way. There are different hands that are operating. I'm so tired, you guys. I think, my best C-section that I've done. I did my fastest C-section today. I also may have gotten 2 piercings. Hello, you guys. What is up? Whoa. I'm really tired. I feel like all my vlogs, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. But I am. I really am. I'm so tired. Hey. I am just, it's my first day back on days. And I am so tired. Like this morning, I really tried to adjust to the normal circadian rhythm this weekend. I finished nights on Friday morning technically, and then I had the rest of Friday off, Saturday and Sunday. Oh my gosh, I haven't had an actual weekend like that in a very long time, but I'm still not adjusted to this normal circadian rhythm thing, being awake during the day and asleep at night. Don't know her. It's gonna have to change because I gotta be awake during the day now for the next month, and then I go back to nights in another month. Shame. Such a shame. Today, I think, my best C-section that I've done so far as a first year. It was just so nice. It went so well. And I think there was multiple reasons. I think the primary reason was that I had a great assist. My co-resident assisting me made the visualization so clear, and you'd perform better when your assist is showing you everything and showing you the anatomy, making sure everything's dry, like suctioning up all the blood. In prior C-sections, I had been so nervous to do them, and I feel like because I've been doing them a little bit more, that obviously I'm more comfortable, duh. I feel that this time around for the C-section, I actually had the mental space to give myself my own self-talk during the section, and there were moments that normally I could have gotten flustered by and then just got really nervous, and then I focused on my hand shaking, or I focused on this, or I focused on regripping that, and I did it weird, and then instead of allowing that thought to persist throughout the entire section, I would just say, okay, anyways, moving on, breathe, next step. It was so much smoother in my head when I had that mental self-talk going. I also had just had Tylenol ibuprofen, an entire Celsius, and then an unsweetened black tea. So maybe that also helped with my focus. Well, obviously not the Tylenol ibuprofen, but that took away the massive headache that I had prior. I don't know, I just had so much mental clarity, and it was so great, given also that I felt very tired. In that moment, I wasn't, and it felt so good. But there was another factor that I think allowed me to perform better, was having music on in the OR. We had a little speaker and we played music, and I got to play my own playlist, and it was very, very, very faint in the background. It was not like blasting all over the OR. It actually made me think back to what this cardiothoracic surgeon said to me when I was shadowing as a pre-med. He always played music in the OR, and he told me that they have done studies, and it shows that surgeons perform better when music is playing. And so I have the little systematic review here. I'll link it down below. The total and significant outcome of the present study was that the positive effect of music on surgeons' task performance overrides its negative effect. Classic music, when played with a low to medium volume, can improve the surgical task performance by increasing both accuracy and speed. The distracting effect of music should also be put in consideration when playing loud or high beat type music in the operating theaters. I wasn't even focusing on it during the section, but it was there. I felt like I had a better grip of the steps today, and then I was able to actually start focusing on the efficiency of movements, the economy of movements, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that was a very long intro to this vlog. I'm Rachel if you're new here, first year OBGYN resident physician, only a few months away from being a second year, which is so crazy. I cannot believe that time has flown by this first year, but thank goodness, because the faster we are done with residency, the better. Sleepy, but I need to exercise. I want to exercise. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to get it together. Doesn't that look like good water? It just looks so good. Something that makes it even better are these Element drink mix packets. You guys, I've worked with Element in the past. They are sponsoring this video. They have these wonderful, delicious little electrolyte drink mix packets. These electrolyte drink mix packets, they help you stay hydrated without sugar. They don't have those random ingredients that are found in popular electrolyte drinks or like sport drinks. Element actually works with a lot of US Olympic athletes and like special forces, like some Navy SEAL teams, which is pretty cool. I love them. They have everything you need, nothing that you don't. So there's a lot of sodium, magnesium, potassium in here, but there's no sugar, gluten, artificial ingredients, or added fillers. I must say, it is a very tasty way to hydrate and help with any electrolyte disturbances that you may have. Sometimes you can get headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue from electrolyte imbalances, and having these help you replenish those electrolytes and help you stay hydrated at the same time. So it's wonderful. They're actually offering all of you a free sample pack with any order. They have a bunch of little flavors within the packet that you can try, a great assortment, and it's free with any order. So you just have to go to drinkelement.com/Rachel Southard. That's DRINKLMNT.com/Rachel Southard. But yeah, check them out. I have all the details in the description box. Oh my God, isn't that the saddest plant you've ever seen? You look so sad. God, so dramatic. Fine. This is the most dramatic plant on the face of planet Earth. It'll perk up, just give it time. A few changes since we last saw each other. I gave myself a haircut again, and I barely took anything off, but my hair has been thinning really bad. I don't know, I'm growing new hair, but you see how short this is here? So not sure why I'm molting like a bird. But I cut my hair and it barely looked like I cut anything off in the trash, but it actually is pretty short. But I just wanted to feel thick again. Okay, fly. Absolutely not. I also may have gotten 2 piercings on my ears because, you know, as one does on nights. I feel like when people dye their hair or cut their hair, which I also did, or get piercings, or I feel like when you do that on a whim, it's because you're going through stuff. And on nights, I was most certainly going through things because those are really, really brutal shifts for whatever reason. But I made it through. But I also made it through with 2 piercings and a haircut. So I got this one here. It's kind of just like a random spot. I literally got it the other day, so it's still probably a bit swollen. And then I got this one. This is called the Rook. Let's go exercise. God, I'm tired. It's 17:48, so it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening, and I definitely need to exercise. I was debating on doing a walk or going to the gym, and I think I'm just gonna go to the gym and do some legs and call it a day. I have leftovers. I made a pretty good pasta the other night. It's a pesto alfredo with tomatoes and onions and then spicy Italian sausage chopped up. Really good. And I put paprika and I don't know, a few other things. This is one of the few things that I actually know how to make, and that's pretty not bad for you and filling and lots of protein. It doesn't look appetizing. It never really did, but it is really good. Not me using my nice lens to compensate for my lack of in-hospital vlogging. Not that appetizing. but I promise it's really good. Mmm.
Hi, Howard.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Return the bedroom lights to 100%. Technology is pretty cool. I have been using this lens to film most of this content that you've seen in this evening's vlog. I asked ChatGPT everything. What's the word where you feel like, not really, that's not it. No, comma, it's more like being on a soapbox and wanting to just preach about things. Pontificate. Oh, I like that. I am wanting to pontificate. Let me just have this moment while I have you here. There are people in life that want to see you succeed. They want to see you do well. And then there are people who really don't want to see you succeed. And it's super sad. It's super disappointing that there are people that don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to support you. They want to be an obstacle for you. There's multiple ways to look at this and to tackle these things. And I'm always going to refer back to this book. This book changed my entire life. If you have not read it, I read it so many years ago, I can't even remember. It was by Ryan Holiday. It's called The Obstacle is the Way. And this changed my entire view of how I see obstacles in life. And essentially what the book is saying is that the obstacle is the way. Every obstacle is an opportunity for success, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. And every time I see an obstacle, although emotionally I do react to it and I'm upset, I will be very upset and I will be aggressive internally and really ponder these things, and it really eats at my bones, eats at my core, because I'm so passionate about things in my life. And so when I see an obstacle, I first emotionally react, which is fine. Like, if I were to not emotionally react to things, then am I really that passionate about it? So I react internally. And then I take a step back and I look at this bigger picture and I go, is this something that is going to prevent me from moving forward, or is this something that I can overcome? Is this something where I can actually turn into an opportunity? And I think it's so important to think like this and to really step back. And I know it's super hard to be like, gosh, a situation that seems devastating and it is trying to just derail everything that I'm doing and everything that I've worked for. I just won't allow it. I cannot allow it. And so this obstacle has now become an opportunity for me to overcome it, for me to be creative, for me to push forward and do better and grow and succeed despite the efforts of circumstances that are trying so hard to prevent you from succeeding. And that has been quite a constant theme, I think, throughout my entire life. And for many of your lives, I'm sure there is always an obstacle, and you can either look at it and be just head on with it and be like, I am just going to turn around and go the other way. Or you can be like, well, I could go around it, I could go over it, I could just bust through it. And I really want to inspire you to be that type of person who looks at an obstacle and instead of wanting to turn away and run, and as hard as that can be sometimes, I want you to take it head on and just be like, okay, well, now this is here and this is unexpected, but I'm going to take it head on and I'm just going to deal with it because I'm capable of doing that. I get a lot of questions asking, how are you able to do this? How are you succeeding this? How are you doing these things and blah, blah, blah. And I really think it's because of this perspective. I want all of you to think in this similar way. And so you can, maximize your potential. As I feel like I've said from the beginning of time on this channel, is obstacle is the way, maximize your potential, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, continue to work hard. And those are like the 5 things that I want you to live by, because I feel like those are universal things that can make you the best person. There are plenty of other things, and I'm not just like this end all be all, this is what you need to do, but I feel like this is a really nice foundation to lay for yourself to succeed in whatever your heart desires in your life. I'm only talking about it because it's relevant in my life right now, and so I had that moment today where I emotionally reacted to something, and then I'm like, well, here we go. Like, let's challenge ourselves, because the most growth happens in the most uncomfortable times and uncomfortable places. I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. It is 9:40. I just need to sleep. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. It's time to go to work. I've got my coffee. I'm all ready. I try to get ready in about 10 minutes so I can sleep as long as I can. Just be efficient and get out the door. Ooh. Okay, let's go. I'm home from work. Perky, not so unhappy. I am so tired, you guys. I am more tired right now than I am or was on nights. I just, like, it's a different kind of tired. I am exhausted. We have a medical student. She's really great. She's actually pretty excited about OBGYN and is interested in surgery. I was teaching her how to knot tie today. I need to film a little reel about my trick for not learning how to knot tie, because I have a secret or a way to like teach people, and I know so many students that are like, I've looked at so many videos online and I just can't figure it out, and no matter how many times I try it. So my trick works, and I really need to film that video. Anyways, I need to stop procrastinating and I need to go exercise. But do I go on a walk or do I just do arms at the gym?
Come here. How are you? Yeah. It's been a little bit, huh? Pretty kitty. Pretty kitty.
Okay, I am all done with my walk. It was really good. But now it's time for dinner. This is one of my favorite little recipes. It's egg tacos for dinner. When I tell you that I've been sitting in that spot right there ever since I finished eating those egg tacos, I wouldn't be lying. There's really not that much time during the weekday, or when you're working actually at all. There's not a lot of time to actually do things, and the energy levels are so low after work that you really just want to rest and recuperate for the next day. But it is that time to go upstairs, brush my teeth, and crawl into bed. I will see you in the morning. It's hump day tomorrow. Hump day. That means it's almost Friday, which means it's almost Saturday, because Saturday I get off work at 7 a.m. Saturday morning, and then I work Sunday. Okay, you guys, let me tell you about today. It was pretty awesome because I did 2 C-sections. And so these were scheduled C-sections. Since I am float on labor and delivery, I'm responsible for the scheduled C-sections that are appropriate for my year. I was going to say for my gestational age. I guess my gestational age as a first-year resident. I did my fastest C-section today. And it's not about racing. It's not about being fast, but it is about being efficient, because somebody is open on the table. The length of operating time, increases risk for infection. You're obviously bleeding more. More things can go wrong the longer somebody is on the operating table. So I'm not like trying to get a PR every time I do a C-section, but I am trying to be very conscious about the time and how long it takes me, because you cannot just take forever. This was 42 minutes, and That was fast. It's a huge surgery, you guys. A C-section is huge. And so for me, that was pretty quick. And I'm so proud of it. And my attending complimented me. She's like, you did the C-section in 42 minutes, and that's really good. Great job. This week in particular, I feel like when I'm staring down at the operating field, I'm staring down at my hands. These are different hands that are operating. And it's so weird. I don't know how else to explain it. These feel like different hands. Up until this week, I feel like when I've been doing C-sections, I was super nervous, shaking, really kind of unable to anticipate the next steps, even though I knew what they were and I had studied them. I watched videos, I like assisted C-sections, I watched C-sections, I've done a few. I still had a lot of trouble anticipating the next step and just kind of smoothly transitioning through the steps and going. And then this week, all of a sudden, when I'm looking at the operating field, I'm looking at my hands. These are different hands that are operating this week. And it's really interesting to have this flip and this mental clarity, like I mentioned on Monday, and to just kind of like wake up. And not in like an egotistical, like, oh, I'm so good at operating way, but I feel a lot different this week and it feels so good. I don't know. I just felt really good about my C-sections today. And I feel that I'm just growing as a doctor. And it's really cool to see because I really do love what I do. I know that people are like, you complain so much. Yeah, you can complain about any job. Just because you're a resident, you're a doctor, whatever, doesn't mean that you can't complain. Like, it's still a job at the end of the day. Work is addicting. It's really addicting to be there. And I do love what I do. And the more that I'm getting more comfortable and better at what I get to do, the more exciting and fulfilling and fun that it is, because I'm less stressed, I'm more excited. It's Thursday, which means it's almost Friday, which means it's almost Saturday, which means I finally have a day off post-call. I don't know, kind of tired, kind of not. Ready to get the week over. I got sushi because I got my 24 tomorrow and I just deserve something good considering I'm really tired and I just deserve it, you guys. I'm the #1 advocator for treating yourself. And today I wanted to chill and not worry about doing dinner, doing dishes. So I ordered sushi. I'm excited to enjoy it. And just relax and kick back before that 24. That is so good. This is crispy rice and spicy tuna on top with jalapeno. I love it. I'm gonna watch some YouTube and eat, so excuse me. You know what this blanket means? I'm delirious. I just had a 24 where I didn't hardly use this blanket. I am so glad this week is over. Not really, because I still work tomorrow, but I am so beyond exhausted. It's actually, it should be illegal. I am unwell because of how tired I am. I am unwell. Like I have I've had a huge headache all day, night, whatever day it is, whatever's happening. And I know people have said, stop complaining, you complain too much. I would like you to work like this and not complain. That's practically impossible. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call this. But I need a shower. I'm actually falling asleep. Oh boy.